Greetings and welcome to Pandemic Proof Your Business. And today we are about to have a conversation with the founder of Majesty Group, John Robertson. In case you don't know me, I'm your host, Mohammed Siddiq from Atlanta, Georgia. And here, let's see if John is with us. John, welcome.
Yes, welcome. Thank you.
So, John, thank you so much for showing up on this. It's a very early morning for you. And you just mentioned a moment ago you are 72 or 70.
No, 70. I'm going to be 70 in September. 70.
John, you are lying. You are not 70. You
I'll
are
have to,
you are 18 with a 52 years experience.
and I believe that as well.
Okay, wonderful. John, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to build your network to the level you have done?
Well, I've had a lot of great mentors, just like you have, Sadiq. Uh, One of my great mentors was a gentleman by the name of Bob Bassman. Bob Bassman owned K. Bassman International. It was the #1 retained search firm in Dallas and #1 within management recruiters. And what I learned was connectivities, and the people get a lot of calls during the day. And the thing is, you have to differentiate yourself from anybody else that's calling. So even in using things like LinkedIn, when you send out a message, I don't think you have to you send out a message just to ask for something for yourself. I think you reach out to say, how can we work together? How can we help each other? And I think that's what networking is. It's a matter of giving and taking and being open to the needs of others. I think that's one of Zig Ziglar's quotes. You can get anything you want in life as long as you help others people get what they want. And Zig Ziglar was our teacher. I was in his encourager class for many, many years. And Zig Ziglar was a great man. And I think he and really epitomized what networking is and being a people person is all about.
Oh, that is amazing. Network. I believe in a network too. So, what you are saying, it if I heard you correctly, you need to go with the position of a giving instead of trying to receive something. Because more you give, more you receive.
Yes, that's what I believe. I believe it's more blessed to give than receive. And I believe that we all have so many experiences in our life. And I believe we go through those experiences for somebody else down the line. And I think when you get to be my age, I think you have to give back, just like when I was 23 years old and I first started out of college. I was very upset that I wasn't promoted to the next level of sales supervisor. And I think they wanted you to be 23 years old with 10 years of experience. You were saying 18 with 52 years of experience. Well, I wished I had more experience then so I could be promoted. Well, now that I'm older, I'm realizing now it's time to give back. And, you know, time is wasting. And I think you have to, as they say, pay it forward.
Pay it forward, definitely. So today you are on a guest and pandemic proof your business. You know, all over the worldwide in every country, we all are working from home, lockdown situation, and our businesses, personal life, health is impacted in many, many ways in this one. So how people can use this network, and network is your network model, giving back, that proven model you have done all over your life to improve their life and their business right now. Let's start from the position of giving.
Well, I think the key is you have to be have solutions, not problems. I think everybody's out there asking for help and reaching out right now. And I mean, we're all reaching out to the government, we're all reaching out to others, we're trying to find out what's possible. And yet, I think the key is you have to be proactive and you have to be the answer to the solution. You have to be the positive force for your families, your colleagues, your friends, etc. And you have to be an encourager. Um, I believe one of the first thing I ever learned in sales was selling is a transfer of enthusiasm. And I think that if you can be that person that's always positive, always upbeat, always enthusiastic. I think people catch that, and I think it takes away some of their problems for a while. And sometimes you do have to be a good listener and take on some of the people's problems. But I think that's all part of giving. And I think so many people have helped me in my life that I just want to listen and see how I can help them.
John, how it's very hard. It's so easy to say and hard to do. How you can be a positive person and position of like a, in a smile and positive energy, while the negativity and bad news all over, including financial, health, everything.
I think the key, and I mean, I don't want to despair the news, but I think sometimes you have to turn on off the news and you just have to not participate in all the madness. I think you have to be very, very positive, and you have to think this too shall pass. You that many, many people our age have been through 2008. They've been through other uh, situations, and you just have to think back. Yes, we got through the last one. We're going to get through this one. And those people maybe that didn't have to go through 2008, you tell them, um, well, it took a few years. You had to buckle up, but you get through it.
Get through it. So things will be okay at the end. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So someone who has their business is impacted right now and life is impacted as a result, and what are the steps they should follow to like a pandemic proof their life and business right now?
I think the key is you have to make adjustments. Um, you see where our president said, okay, General Motors, you need to start making ventilators. Okay. You see, even the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders had a company that they made clothing. Well, they're making masks. I think you have to make adjustments to this economy. And I think those people that are making those kinds of adjustments and are open to new possibilities and open to what this pandemic is all about. Again, be an answer to be have solutions. Don't just sit there and complain, but find out how can I have a new direction here. Make that change that will be appropriate to this present economy.
Or how can I have a new direction? How can I have a new direction? That's the key part. So be a part of a solution instead of being a complainer. And majority of the society is a complainer because of our environment. It's very
Yes.
hard to think positive. And
Yeah.
to think positive, do you really need a support from your family and a colleague? Because in many people don't have a support what they're trying to be positive. They are kind of alone.
Well, yes, I do feel very, very bad for those people that are alone. And I think that's where networking comes into play. I think more than ever, we have to reach out to family and friends and reconnect. And I think that's what it's all about. We started out talking about network. Well, it's time to reach back and find those ex classmates, those ex co-workers, and encourage them, talk to them, find out what they're going through. I think the key in this is everybody is in the same boat, and everybody's got the same situation. Now, how do you deal with it? Do you uh, say you do nothing, or do you move forward and keep putting one foot in front of the other? I think those people that are sitting waiting, those are the people we need to get to and encourage them. Um, Tell them to go out for a walk. Tell them to get on a video conference like this and talk to their friends, their family, etc.
Mhm. And we hear this one, your network is your net worth all the time. But can you give us some three case studies that your network has helped you to increase your net worth in your life?
Well, within LinkedIn, we're working again. I'm talking solution, but
Yeah.
uh, just the people that I've met over my life, I'm connecting people marketing wise, medical wise, etc. to literally come up with a solution for this virus. And what it took is a little of everything. When I was in executive search, the one thing I learned is you had to have three jobs for every candidate and three candidates for every job. That means you have to have options. You have to put people together that work and put projects and people together, which is what I do now. And there's also something that when you place somebody in a company, it's called corporate cultural fit. Well, that corporate cultural fit is you have to put people together that are of like-mindedness that can work together. So many people um, maybe they can't work together, but you have to know what people to put with what project.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing, John. So, can you share with us three case studies?
Pardon?
Can you share with us three case studies of what has your network has helped you to come out of situations like this, like a crisis time in your lifetime?
Well, uh, again, I think I've always been the one that's proactive helping others. Um, the people that helped me were the people that taught me the goals, the Zig Ziglar type conferences, all of the books that you read, even as a child. I'm sure you read the same books I did, the Think and Grow Riches, the
Yeah.
Psycho-Cybernetics. I think you have to have it built into you for a time such as this. You have to have read the books. You have to have gone to the seminars. It has to be built inside you, and then you have to reach back to those things that you learned. um, I learned a long time ago, a guru is a realization, guru. I think once you realize who you are, what your strengths are, I think you can use them to help others.
Mhm. Wonderful, wonderful. So, what's the first step people should do? So you mentioned about LinkedIn, and what type of message you outreach to them, like a kind of proven template message you have that you outreach to somebody that you get, oh my God, somebody here, someone is trying to help me and outreach to me. We got recently connected through our common friend.
Well,
So,
what I usually reach out and say is thank you for connecting, and
okay, I think we have some technology.
I noticed something about themselves, and I uh, ask how I can help them. I've lived all over the country, so no matter where a person has lived in life, I usually connect with them on maybe a location, on a sport, on a company they've worked with, uh, alike, and I try to find a common bond. And then from there, I do ask them, how can we help each other? And normally, I've had so many people get back to me at a very high level that said, I normally don't respond to LinkedIn. I like it, but I don't normally respond. But your message was a little bit different, and I'd like to continue a conversation. So I think it's like you say, give and take, and finding out what other people's needs are. One of the questions I'd like to ask is, what is keeping you up at night? How can I help you?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Hit the nail. But yeah, keeping you up at night. That's it. John, we
I'm
have a
not hearing you.
yeah. So no, this is good. This is good. So I like our questions are similar mindset. So I ask the same question when
I'm not hearing you.
I can hear you well. We don't have any issue. So okay. Can you hear me now? Okay, John, can you hear me now?
I'm not hearing you.
Okay, you may want to come back. I'm going to remove you and then rejoin this. Then we will. Okay. See, this happens in technology, and I love technology when it doesn't work because that gives you more opportunity to ask questions. And I have to think more now what because I don't write a script when I'm talking to a guest. This is just a natural conversation. So hopefully John can come back us and join this. I don't know. Today has been a great day for the technology challenges. And one second, yeah, I'm going to call him on his WhatsApp if he picks up the phone, and then we can. Okay. Yeah, please come back on the same link. Okay, please come back on the same link. I'm waiting for you. I'm live right now. People can hear what I'm talking to you. Thank you. Yeah. See, this could happen as a host. You don't know, so you have to be ready to be on. He is on WhatsApp with me, and I love WhatsApp because it's very easy to call and exchange messages and send the content to each other. So if you like to, this is the number +1 404 783 738 5143. Again, 404 738 5143. WhatsApp on this number. There's a link given in the description. Click on the link and ask questions. So I love to take your question and ask my guest. John, are you with me? I cannot hear you. There's some audio issue. We may have to end up this challenge right now. So maybe restart your phone. There's something happen on your phone. Restart your phone. I cannot hear you. See, this may be the end of this today's interview. Maybe we can redo it on some other day. What do you think? What should I do right now? If a guest having a challenge for a live right now, this is maybe everyone in the world is using internet. So okay, let's see. I think he is back now. John, can you hear me? No. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I cannot hear you at all. That means yes, you can hear me. You may have to restart your phone because there's something happen on your phone. Restart it altogether. Just shut down and restart and come back. Okay. So I got connected with John Robertson maybe not even a week ago, and he started giving. He came from a position of giving so much. He connected with me some very high network and net worth people already, and he said, I'm going to connect you with this guy and this guy. He didn't even ask anything in return so far. And I say, what, this person is a real networker who believe in the real giving. Why not I bring him and I ask question and let's come on as a guest, That's how he got my attention. Of course, Jason Gilbert introduced me to him. So whatever he says, Jason Gilbert, I talked to that person. So that happens versus trying to pitch me. He didn't even pitch me. In fact, I gave him the opportunity to pitch me too. I said, John, if there is something in your mind you want to do, it's okay. Try to sell me. I'm fine. And he says, no, I just want to see how can I help you. Then I told him, connect me with a few people like this type of people. He started connecting right away. See, that's amazing. And there are many people like John in the world. Don't think everybody's trying to sell you something. So once you go from the position of giving, you get to close to that person very, very quickly as versus trying to sell something. That's something hopefully we all can learn from each other. Okay, this is not something one-sided. I can learn something from you, and you can learn something from me, and we both can learn from our guests. So, okay, maybe I will redo this interview some other time. I apologize for any inconvenience. Again, we were on this small conversation with the founder of Majesty Group, John Robertson. I think he's back. Let's see.
Hello.
John, yeah, you're back. Welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome back. I have been just kind of filling the time, so.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, do you remember what we were talking? I remember. I'm just checking your memory,
Yeah, I do remember, and but I couldn't hear your last few questions.
Okay, so my question is now is what people can do to increase their network in this pandemic situation right now?
I think the key is you have to reach out, and you just have to take some time and write some messages and be encouraging. And you'd be surprised. A very, very large percentage of people do write me back. I don't know. Some people may only get 1%, 10%, whatever, but I get 80, 90% or more people almost
Really?
immediately come back to me. Yeah.
John, I'm going to put you on a spot on a live show. So are you ready?
Right.
You believe in giving. I'm going to ask for something. I'm a good receiver too.
Okay.
So the message you send them to connect, I want that so that way we can help so many people to they can you start using
Pardon? I didn't hear the last question. It
the
faded.
okay, the messages you sent for to invite people to connect with you, and you
Right.
follow up with the, what type of template, like a template. Can you share with me, and I can share with many, so people can actually start building their value-based network.
Uh, well, again, I always start with thank you for connecting. And then the very next thing is I find something that I have a common connection with that person and I comment on it. So the first thing I want to do is connect way before I ever talk about business. So I talk about their city, I talk about their company, something that I see that is important to them. I also ask how I can help them in their business, and maybe I'll say, or maybe I'll tell them, I have a project for you. This may be a challenge, but here we go. And I said, if interested, please get back to me.
Hmm. This might be a
And
challenge.
normally the next step is always seems to be an exchange of phone numbers, an exchange of email, and then you can have a serious communication with somebody. And once you're communicating by email and phone, things seem to just flow. And it doesn't take too long to have a new friend. Correct, Siddiqui?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Doesn't take long to have a new friend, definitely. So that we are a new friend. We just
Yes,
almost a week, you know.
that's correct.
Yeah. So, John, you start connecting people. Once you connect with them, say, well, who else you need to know? So you start connecting them together.
Yes.
So why is that? That's a very uncommon thing. You know?
Well, that's the thing. That's what I meant about connecting people. I think it's all about right now for me is connecting people with projects. And because I have about 4,000 people in my LinkedIn, if somebody tells me a need, I usually know somebody that I can connect them with, just like you do. You know somebody that either needs their help, needs their service, or can provide them help to their problem.
Mhm. So once you connect with them together, because people are watching, so I want to, they can realize it. Do you monetize that relationship, or you just kind of connect them, let them work on their own, or yeah, you are in the middle somewhere, or how the structure look like of that connection?
Well, I tried to be there to make the introduction. I mean, there's sometimes where it's just, I know it's such a perfect match. I just let them communicate. But if I feel like I need to make the introduction and tell them why I think this is a appropriate person for them to talk to, I'll always do that. And normally, there's people that I've known for 20, 30, 50 years. I mean, if I tell somebody of that relationship, normally they trust that if they're a friend of mine, there's somebody that they can trust and believe in.
Mhm. But do you monetize that introduction, or you let them do the business? So how you make money on that introduction, basically? Are you just trying to establish a relationship with the new person by from the just making the introductions?
Well, no, usually they ask me later on. Um, the toughest thing in this time is I see a lot of people asking for retainers up front, and I would rather be earn my keep and if I'm paid, it's paid because I've performed, not because I'm trying to go out to somebody and ask them for money up front and things of that nature. There's contingency lawyers. There's retained lawyers, and I preferred to earn my keep and be paid on performance.
Wonderful, wonderful. As we are about to wrap up, what would you say as a final word?
I would just say, stay positive. Go out for a walk, sniff the air, love your family, love your friends, and be an encourager today to somebody, lift somebody up.
Oh, wonderful. That's amazing. And be a positive and start loving yourself too. Not only the love others, because people hate themselves, many of them. So,
Yes.
just as a side note, you are a guest on a pandemic proof your business. What would you say to your best friend about this show when I'm not there?
I would say Siddiqui is an amazing person who loves to also network, bring people together. And I think that your ultimate goal is everyone's success.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. With this one, we are about to wrap up, and God bless you and your family. And we
God
talk
bless you.
and amazing guest.